Does my alimony stop at retirement? Hi, I'm Bill Farias, founder of Farias Family Law. And this question came up a couple of weeks ago when a gentleman approached us to help with his alimony issue. He's been paying alimony for over a decade. He's going to retire next year. And he was very excited because it was his understanding that under the recent or the most recent alimony law in Massachusetts that he will be able to stop his alimony payments once he reaches Social Security retirement age, which in some cases is 66, some cases 67. But he was very excited because he thought that his alimony payments were going to stop. Unfortunately, that is not the case for him. And the reason for that is that it is true that in 2012, alimony reform was passed in Massachusetts. So you have this new law that says that there is a presumption that alimony payments stop at retirement. However, the issue is that the law only applies prospectively. That is, it only applies to cases that were finalized after March 1st, 2012, which is when the law went into effect. So unfortunately, for all cases that were resolved before March 2012, that provision of the new alimony law does not apply. So people who finalized their case under these circumstances where they have this indefinite alimony payment, people who finalized their case in February 2012, unfortunately are left having to continue to pay alimony unless there is what's called a material change in circumstances, which is the default standard for modifying an order. So for example, for those people who cannot take advantage of the retirement provision, if they are suddenly unable to pay, let's say they unfortunately are sick or they lose their income and their alimony is still modifiable, they can file and ask for a modification downward. However, they can't just walk into court and say, hey, I'm retired and therefore I am entitled to a reduction. So law goes into effect in March 2012. Any divorce agreements or judgments entered after the effective date for the law, March 1st, 2012, the retirement provision does apply. And so once you hit retirement age, there's a presumption that alimony terminates. For any cases resolved before the law went into effect, you cannot take advantage of the retirement provision, and the default material change in circumstances standard applies. So the only way you can get your alimony reduced if you have one of those older cases is if you qualify under the material change in circumstances standard, which is usually a significant reduction in income. So that's how the retirement provision works under the alimony law. And if you have any other questions about this, you can feel free to call us at 508-675-0464. You can email us at info@fariasfamilylaw.com. If you found this video helpful, you can subscribe to our channel and share this with anyone you think might benefit from it. And you can also find us on Facebook at Farias Family Law. Thank you. Have a good day.